The COVID-19 pandemic has caused changes, as you all know, across all industries. One in particular in Los Angeles is the real estate market. The California Association of Realtors reported that the California housing market is performing better than it has in years, in 10 years. And joining us this morning via Zoom with more on the current real estate market is founding partner and owner of Harcourts Beverly Hills, Deanna D'Egidio. And we say to you, good morning. This is a hot, hot market. We keep thinking it's going to ease out, flat out, and become more affordable. And no, it just keeps going up. What is going on?
It most certainly is. And good morning, Giselle and Melvin. Thank you so much for having me on this morning. Over the past year and a half, the real estate market has been a roller coaster. During the spring of 2021, we saw the market explode due to record low inventory. It wasn't uncommon for us to have 20 to 30 offers on our listings. We were seeing bidding wars in the six-figure range. And then during the summertime, the market started to shift a bit. We were still seeing 5 to 10 offers on our listings, and prices remained at record highs. Now, over the past couple months, we are starting to see that buyer demand craziness pick up again.
So for somebody out there that's watching this morning that is thinking that they may want to get in the game, I mean, what are some strategies that you have for folks that they should be keeping in mind?
So here are my tips on how to win in this real estate market. And number one, who you work with matters. When you find a property that you love, you have to act quickly and be persistent. And working with an agent who knows how to communicate and advocate on your behalf to ensure you're putting your best foot forward goes a long way in getting your offer accepted in this market.
Okay.
And go ahead.
I just wanted to, because some of the realities are really tough out there. First of all, interest rates have been really low, so, there's lots of refinancing and mortgages, but now interest rates are about to go up. And if you don't have full cash and you're competing against investors from outside the country that can just plop down in 15 days and void all contingencies, how do you fight back on that and compete?
You have to be persistent, and you really have to ensure that in this market, we're able to tighten our timeframes on inspections and doing our due diligence, but working with an agent who has some expert inspectors who can get in there quickly to make sure the house is in good condition. And I tell a lot of my clients, don't be afraid if a house needs some work, right? If a property needs some work, we can get in there, we can do the floors, some minor cosmetic remodeling to get the property in move-in ready condition, and you're certainly going to build your way up the equity ladder right off the bat.
So let me ask you, for your forecast, what are you hopeful for into 2022, into this year?
So in 2022, we are expecting to see a less frenzied market. As Giselle mentioned, interest rates are beginning to climb. But with that being said, we are going to continue to see inventory trying to catch up with demand. And for that reason, we are expecting values to continue to rise.
So let me ask you this. I mean, a house, right, because there's the number of the inventory is so low and demand so high, and it's a seller's market, your house can go way over asking, but it may not appraise. So how do you balance that discrepancy?
Yeah, so we have seen quite a few of our listings over the past year and a half that have not appraised. And typically in that situation, the buyer does have to come up with the difference in the appraised value and the value that they are in escrow for. And we have seen that buyers, they've either borrowed money from family or friends to cover that gap. But the appraisals are, have been an issue. As property values have risen, though, over the past year and a half, we have a lot more comparable sales to make sure our comps are there for the appraisals as well.
So you expect this just to keep going up and up? You don't see an easing for buyers that just want to be able to get something?
I don't anticipate the record appreciation that we saw over the past year and a half going forward. We're expecting to see a 5 to 6% appreciation. What was the issue we were having with the appraisals was when we had a 25, 30% appreciation in such a short period of time, we didn't have the comps to catch up with that appreciation.
Well, Deanna D'Egidio, you just gave us some real dose of knowledge on the real estate market. We knew it, and you just put a punctuation mark. Thank you so much. It's been a great buying season, selling season, but boy, it's competitive out there. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, you guys. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you. And for more tips
Yeah.
on how you can follow Deanna on Instagram at Deanna Sells LA, just go and check her out. She seems to have some great tips.
Yeah.